What's up, people? Eat my lunch. Guess what I'm having today? You'll never guess, dude. It's fucking something amazing. Peanut butter and jelly. Every day, bro. Mmm. It's peanut buttery. And jellery. It's good, okay? I got a couple bites down before I ramble. Phone call. It was spam. Not sure why people from other states and countries and shit call me. Weird. Probably trying to sell me something. Or steal something from me. They're there to give or to take, right? One of the two. They left me a message. Probably a recording. Some kind of long blank. Dead air. So, yesterday, we were talking about, I think I left off with my vision of what God looks like, or what he looks like, I guess, maybe what he looks like. I don't know, whatever. It's kind of like this visual, yeah, so it's what it looks like, I guess. Visualization of what God might be, which is kind of like I was explaining in the video yesterday. I had lunch yesterday. Is that it's kind of like this? If you know, when you see this image of the human body and they only show the nervous system or the circulatory system or something like that, and you can see all the veins and everything that goes through the body. My image in my head of what God looks like isn't shaped like a human, but that's only for a reference in your mind. But let's just say it's the universe, whatever shape that is, probably a sphere. Spheres are super common. It seems like everything's made out of spheres. That's pretty its own topic. But God would be that giant sphere that's filled with the example of the circulatory system or the nervous system in that body would be like the pure goodness of God, and it reaches out into God, like, you know, all the circulatory or nervous system or whatever it does in the human body, and that's the pure goodness, and that is like the pure energy that he is, and that, or it is, that reaches out into the universe and just is there as part of the universe. And then the things that, you know, in that body shape or whatever that isn't the circulatory system or nervous system or whatever, there's another system. So let's say the first one was the nervous system, the second one's the circulatory system, and that's going to be a whole network of this other kind of energy, whatever that is. You know, I'm not sure what is in opposition of pure goodness, if it is part of what would be considered God. But I guess like the yin and the yang is all one thing, and that has to have both ends of the spectrum in order to make a whole circle. So maybe God is evil too, or the misuse of that pure goodness, or maybe that pure goodness that reaches out into the far reaches of the universe, or God, is kind of like maybe feeding the rest of the God or the universe with its pure goodness. And it kind of, just like in the body, the blood brings everything out to our extremities, and then it goes from there out into smaller vessels and all the way out into the littlest tiny things we can't see to nourish us or whatever. Maybe the God structure is something like that, but on a massive scale. Most things in life are scalable. You know, like you can take a human body and zoom in on it, and down in there there's more little things that are living, and zoom in on those and there's more little things on that. It goes all the way down into this little fucking invisible shit called an atom, or an electron, which I think the electrons are in the atom. Or what are those? There's some little particles in there spinning around inside the atom that make it polarize a certain way or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist. Don't ask me that. Something like that. I can't remember. But I think another cool thing about, like I was talking about spheres. Spheres are important. I think they probably mean something. I don't know what. But if you shrink anything down to its smallest form, it seems like it's all made out of little spheres. It's called atoms. And they're these little round things. And, you know, bigger things too, like the sun is round, is spherical. The earth, all the planets, they're all spheres. Our head is kind of spherical. The ball of our foot. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple spheres in our pants, if you're a male. Spherical, whatever. They're not perfect spheres, I get it. But, you know, when you're talking about, you know, body parts and stuff, spheres are typically the ideal shape for particular body parts to be attractive. Feel me? So nobody's looking for a potato sack. They're looking for something round. And so that's something, dude. What the fuck's up with spheres? That's kind of weird, man. And even a sphere is made of little spheres, because everything's made out of these little fucking atoms that are all spheres. Fucking important shape, dude. It's got no edges, no corners. It seems like an impossible shape, but at the same time, it's the most common shape. Fucking crazy shit. Another thing, too, that I'm pondering, or, you know, a little bit weird in my head about the atom and stuff is, I don't know what the final conclusion is on it with scientists and stuff. I don't know. I feel like there was difference of opinion on it, but I think one opinion, and maybe it is the final opinion, I don't remember, but atoms, I think, are like mostly empty space. Like it's just this ball that's actually nothing. It's just these things spinning around or something. I don't know that it has a shell. I don't know. I can't remember. I need to look into that shit. I'm gonna get a microscope, and I'll figure it out myself. I wonder if this is going to be any good. Look at it's all bumpy. They don't always look like that. Good inside. It's good stuff, man. Golden kiwi, man. You're awesome. Probably one of my favorite fruits now. So good. Golden. Oops. Golden kiwi. They're not, they're yellow inside. Sometimes they're green. But they're really good, man. And the skin, I love the skin part. It's like so. It's got a nice texture for me. Some people don't like the texture of the skin, but I like it a lot. It's kind of fun to chew on. And my favorite Honey Crisp apples are the best. But that God nervous system thing is like when you die, you just like re-enter the stream of pure goodness, which is part of the God, or maybe it is the God within the thing. Something else that's kind of weird that always like boggles me, dude, that I can't really put my finger on is like, what, let's assume that there's a Big Bang, right? The Big Bang Theory or whatever, even if you don't assume that. What the fuck was there before the Big Bang or before the universe existed? The dark, black nothingness that we know as the universe. What the fuck was there before, dude? Because now it's this big, dark, black mass. Like, what was it? What did it look like? Did it have color? Was it just white? Was it already just dark? Or was it pure light? And maybe God was the pure light that was there before, and maybe the universe is consuming God. Maybe we are the darkness that consumes the light. Who knows, dude? Because it's like, dude, the universe, they say, and we're just going to assume this theory or run with it and take it somewhere, ride it like a horse and see how far it goes. But if the scientists or people that say the universe is a Big Bang and it's expanding, if that's true, what the fuck is in front of it, dude? What is it expanding into? And does that space have an end? You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be contained within something. And so it's like you can continue to just take that out exponentially, eternally outward, and you can never really find something that's the box of everything. because that box always has to sit in something else. That eternity thing is so complicated and actually feels good to think about for some reason. I love thinking about that space that's in front of outer space, or that thing that the universe sits in, is like, feels so good to me. I'm noticing it right now. It really feels good to imagine that space, whatever that is, to try and put myself there. It feels fucking good. Damn, dang, dude, that's awesome. I'm actually doing it right here in front of you, and it feels really good to do. To imagine myself in that space before the bang, or in front of outer space, like it's chasing me in that expanse of whatever the universe is in. If I was in that, in front of the universe, and it's expanding out towards me, where would I be? Trying to put myself there in my mind actually feels really good, dude. That's so trippy. It's probably because I'm a lunatic who's insane, and you should worry about me. But anyways, hey, look, I got a viewer. Who are you, man? Don't leave, dude. Every time I point someone out, they fucking leave. Talking to you, bro. Or lady, whoever you are. Feels... They left. What the fuck, dude? I told you not to leave. Whatever. But for some reason, it feels really... Hey, you're back. It feels really good to my mind to try and imagine myself in whatever's in front of outer space. Like, whatever outer space or the universe, if there is a universe, okay, we got to run with something. Let's just say that the universe thing is a true thing, right? And there's a universe that's expanding forever, okay? We're going to take that theory and try and go with it. So if the theory of the Big Bang is something, and it's true, then what is that universe that's expanding? What is it sitting in? What is the universe contained in? What is it expanding into? And so, for whatever reason, that is so pleasurable. I'm experiencing right now, as we speak, some kind of pleasure from imagining myself in that space of whatever is outside of the universe that the universe is expanding into. I feel like I've said that too many times now, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm being distracted by somebody who keeps coming and leaving. Make up your fucking mind, dude. Look at that. So there you are again. We got bad internet connection or something? I see you, man. Hi. But in my mind, I picture it like a big open light or white space. Like I picture, because the universe is darkness, my mind automatically pictures whatever's outside of the universe that it's expanding into as light. For some reason, they need to contrast. I don't know why, or if that even makes any sense. But my mind goes to light as the thing that the universe is expanding into, which I don't know if that's true or not, but Yeah, it's just really, it really feels good to kind of picture myself there for some reason. I guess that's what it is, and I keep saying that over and over because I'm doing it right now, and it actually, I feel, I get a happy feeling out of it. It's crazy, dude. What the fuck? That's so weird, man. I swear, dude, happiness kind of has like a leash or something, something like that. You can contain it a little bit. I did it last night again. Whenever I'm laying in bed, I feel happiness at night or anytime during the day, but it seems like at night when I'm laying in bed, I have the quiet time where it's like nothing is distracting me. It's all quiet and all I have is my mind or whatever. And sometimes happiness will just happen in my brain. And lately I've been trying to ride that happiness as far as I can and just keep the feeling that I'm having, recognizing what that feeling of happiness is and where it is in my body and what it feels like. Looking at the experience with my mind and studying the experience with my mind and my body and whatever, and then trying to enhance or parlay that feeling into some sort of perpetual happiness or this longer lasting happiness that I'm paying attention to so it can't escape as easily because I'm like, no, you can't get away. I'm right here holding you in. I'm still happy. Yay! Something like that, dude. You can do it. It's crazy, dude. Try it. Focus on your happiness when you're experiencing it out of natural, and then just pay attention and don't let go of the attention that you have on that happy feeling and see how long you can keep generating it in yourness. And it works, dude. I can do it. It kind of gets, it almost leads you into like a meditative state, I don't know what the word is, that meditative state. It kind of feels like that. Like I get a similar stimulation from doing that as I do when I reach a certain point in my meditation. So it's probably a form of meditation. That's crazy, dude. It works too, man. Extend your happiness, and it kind of turns into something that's like in your hand. Like you can almost like hold it once you get there. So you don't have to drop it. But you do have to pay attention to it, I've noticed, and it does take some kind of energy of, or strength or something is being used to maintain that happy feeling. So it does kind of want to go get away. I think your body is actually experiencing use of energy to have that happiness, and that might be part of the reason why it goes away, because it's requiring energy, and then your body gets, when you're not thinking about it, you get happy, 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 and your body's like, use energy, and then it like, oh, I'm a little bit tired of using that energy, I'm too spiked up, and then the happy feeling goes away, and you're back to a normal state where you feel like you feel good after happiness, kind of like after yoga. When you get happy, the happiness fades, but you still have a little bit of a hum of happiness in your background. Similar to when you're doing yoga or stretching, and after you're done doing the stretching, you have this extra relaxing feel. That after happiness feeling is similar to the feeling you have after yoga or after meditation, where you have that kind of like a hum of peace or something. And so when you focus on your happy feeling, when you're experiencing happiness, if you focus on that feeling, recognize what it feels like and how it's happening within you, trying to extend that happiness and make it last and feel it as long as you possibly can, what happens to me is it starts to feel a little bit like I'm using energy, and it's becoming a little more difficult to maintain that feeling. But then when I am in that and I'm feeling the energy being used, I start to feel hummy, like I'm in this hovering, like this meditative state, almost a relief state, something like that, dude. So I think that focusing on that happy feeling and trying to extend it, or actually extending it, it's not like I'm just trying, it actually fucking works. It gets lengthened, it lasts longer than it would have if I didn't pay attention to it. And so I think doing that helps your mind focus on itself and enter into a state of meditation that, if it's continued, can lead into other things. And it started from the natural feel of happiness that was generated in you without trying. And so that seems like a really good starting point for a meditation, is a spike of natural happiness that you jump on, try and ride it as far as you can. And then when it starts to feel like it's taking too much energy, you'll start to look around in your mind, or feel where you are in that happiness in your mind, and it will be a place of meditation. You're going to be in meditation at that point, and it feels really good, dude. And then when you let go of it, you still have this hum of calm or peace that came from the experience of energy being used, that is that happiness. And I'm talking this out with you right now. I didn't think about this before, but it's just coming out of me as I think it through, and it kind of makes sense to me, because that I did it just last night, and I had a meditative state. Like, I'm basically talking out what happened to me last night. I haven't done this. I've only done that happy stretching thing 2 times. Actually 3 times now that I think about it. So the very first time I thought about doing it, I did it, and then I did it again, and then I did it last night. And so it's a cool thing, man. You know, when you have something that you enjoy, our whole experience in life is kind of like this flow of emotion and feeling and understanding and whatever it is that we're experiencing at the present time. And so when something comes into you that feels good, try and make it last longer. Focus on it and see what that is and what's happening to me right now, because I really like it and it's natural. It's just happening out of me. Like, this happiness is just coming out of me. What the fuck? Where's it coming from? And try and find it in you. See where that's coming from. And then try and squeeze that thing and squeeze some more of it out. And I'm telling you, it works for me. I actually do this, and I pay attention to how long I wish maybe next time I'll get a timer or something. I'm gonna time that shit and see how long I extend my happiness. But I don't know how long that happy feeling would have lasted had I not paid attention to it. I think you spin through happiness pretty quick unless it's continuously stimulated. And so that stimulation that I'm doing is, I'm like purposely stimulating the happy feeling, where if you're not paying attention to it and purposely stimulating it, and you're getting happiness through doing some sort of an activity, that activity is what's generating that happiness. And when you're done doing the activity, the happy generation will slow down, but you'll still have that happy feeling of calm and peace and exit of meditation state. Something like that. It's pretty cool, man. I like that. I'm going to continue doing it because it feels good. I'm talking to my homeless friends. I talk to homeless people a lot. They're usually, most of them are good people, man. I'm talking to my homeboy Slim earlier today, who is like 40, 50 years old, something like that. Tall dude, like maybe 6'3" or something. He's a big dude, man. But he's slim. Black man. Living in a dumpster, dude. In a dumpster enclosure, actually. I talk to this guy daily almost. He told me that he's, not today, but in the past, a couple weeks ago, he told me that he's got the government listening to his mind and shit. He came up with some sort of technology that is like some sort of triggering of, basically he said that you can triangulate a signal over any amount of space or of land, and basically have a double triangulation, he said. So you have one triangle, like the Star of David. So you have a one triangle and then an upside down triangle on top of that. And each one of those triangles is made by these markers that you put in the ground that encompass an area. And then when you switch those marker things on, supposedly it alters the state of the ions in that area or something, and instantly turns everything to ice, 6 feet thick, some shit like that. And he's telling me that he came up with this technology and the government took it from him, and they're not using it openly, but they're using it secretly, and they can actually hear him talk, dude. Right now, when he was talking to me, he's like, they're listening to us. He said they're gonna follow you now. Maybe they are. Piece of apple just flew. But I was talking to Slim today, and Slim's a good man. He's actually a good person. He's a kind person. He's a nice person. He seems pure. I get real good energy off of him. He's not evil or whatever. I don't know if evil exists. Every time I say the word evil, I feel like I shouldn't have said it. But he's not, he seems like he's a good guy. Maybe he's not, though. I don't know. I feel like he gives me good energy. If he's not the good person I'm feeling he is, then he's good at hiding it. But I was talking to Slim today and kind of giving him some positive reinforcement about his position in life and what his position in the universe and shit. And I told Slim that I love him, man. I said, look, Slim, I love you, man. You're a good person. And as long as you continue to be that good person, good things are going to come your way. And I think that's true. He felt it, man. He told me, he was looking me dead in the eye the entire time, eye to eyeball, man. We were just dead-eyeing each other, 3 feet away from each other. And he was laying there in the dumpster enclosure, all wrapped up in his shit, has socks on only. Like, the dude's living in a dumpster, bro. This guy's life is not like yours, dude. And he had a can of beans all half-eaten right there all over the fucking place and shit. I gave him some pot so he can smoke some bowls and kind of, deal with his shit that he has to deal with. But he was, he was real appreciative of me telling him positive reinforcement and good energy and vibes towards his position in the universe and how he's capable of having peace within himself, no matter what the fuck is going on outside. Because I think that's true. It works for me. I have peace in me and I can bring it wherever I go, and nobody outside of me is responsible for that peace. I'm responsible for that peace. If it gets disrupted, it's because I allowed it to. Now, I can't say that some things are extremely difficult to not allow to disrupt, and nobody's perfect, and everybody can be disrupted, right? Fuck, you shake the fish bowl too hard, and the fish is gonna die no matter what. So, there's that. But all crazy bullshit, stupid things aside, peace and happiness is your responsibility, because you can be unhappy no matter what. No matter what life hands you, you can be at unpeace with it. You can have discontent, unhappiness about anything that's handed to you. Or you can have peace and happiness about anything that's handed to you. And one way that you can look at yourself and your life and everything that you have and recognize what you have as being something positive, and recognize that what you have is satisfactory, and recognize that you have everything you need, is to do this. Ask yourself this: would I trade with somebody else randomly on the planet? Would I let Dirty Honey pick a grain of sand off of the beach with a name on it and then turn into that person? Am I so unhappy with what I have now that I want anybody else's situation? No, you're not. You wouldn't do that. You're happy with what you have enough to not trade with somebody who you don't know. So be happy with that shit. Remember that you're happy with what you have enough to not trade it with someone else. So what the fuck do you want? Anything that you want that you don't have, go get that shit. Make it your mission to work towards it. And that's what you'll end up getting. Because like they tell everybody, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And that's true. If I put my mind to anything, dude, I can do that shit. Okay? And it all comes down to keeping your mind to it. Because if you don't give up, you will succeed. The reason people would not succeed at something is because they eventually give up. Nobody said it was going to be easy to keep your mind to it. They just said if you put your mind to it and keep it there, it'll happen. And that's true. We just give up usually when it gets too tough or something more interesting or easier comes along. Like, wait. I'm going to try this instead. Or whatever. So, yeah, I was talking to Slim, another guy over there called Epic. Slim and Epic, my two homeboys at the dumpster enclosure right there. And they got some girl in there with them too. I don't know her name though. There's one girl called Melissa. And then some other girl, I don't know her name. Who do we got over there? We've got Epic, D, Slim, Rory, Melissa, the other girl who I don't know his name. And then there's, at that particular place, there's like 2 or 3 other full loops, dude. These guys, I won't even fucking come close to those dudes. They're way crazy. Too crazy to talk to, man. Some people are just walking around with a handful of poop waiting to throw it at you and shit. That's these dudes. Some of them are nuts. But the ones I named are all really good people, man. They're nice people. I don't know if they're really good people, but they're nice enough to talk to and easy to get along with. And, you know, they're just in a fucked up situation or they're a tweaker or something, and they'll tell you that. Slim smokes speed. Don't do that, dude. Math fucks people up. The other one, Epic on the other side, same shit. Melissa, same shit. Rory, same shit. D, same shit. All of those people. Methamphetamine. Don't do it. Smoke a bowl, bro. So, if you need something, use that. It's not anybody who's there will tell you the same shit, dude. And everyone I talk to that's out on the street, I ask them, hey man, you want some pot? I'll give you some weed, man. Maybe I'll help you out today. And for the most part, Slim smokes pot. I gave him some. Epic, same thing. He smokes pot. But the other ones, they're like, nah, I don't smoke pot. I just want some meth. I'm like, dude, I don't deal with that shit, dude. That stuff will kill you, man. And so, all those dudes will tell you. And then I got other people out in other areas of the moon. All those people I mentioned now are at one location. Then there's another location that I go to that I have some homeless friends over there. Who do we have? Geo and a dude we call Tupac, but his real name is Gil. That guy's nuts. He's all about the speed too. He always asks me, "You got any crystal?" Like he's borrowing sugar or something. Hey man, you got any crystal? No, dude, I don't have any fucking crystal. Do that shit. You want to smoke some pot? I'll give you some of that. No thanks, I don't smoke pot. Alright. He's nuts. He breaks into people's cars and lives in them, dude, right in front of them and shit. Like, nope, not getting out of your car. Fuck you, I'm living in here. And he's got all their stuff, all his stuff in there. Look at my Dumpster Life channel. He's in there. You'll see who I'm talking about. Actually, all these people I'm talking about are in there. So subscribe to that channel too, Dumpster Life. Okay, I got a few channels out there, man. Ransom Note as well, another channel. You can get some messages to send to people that I'll tell them what you think. And so, oh yeah, so Rory. Oh no, we're talking about the other place. There's dang, there was this other guy whose name. Oh, Rick. Rick's a good man, dude. He's an old black guy. Freaking the sun, dude. Hey, look at me. I'm so intuitive. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? Dude, I switched this thing. How did I do that? Oh, here we go. There we go. Sorry, guys. Sheesh. Wrong button, dude. Trying to get this thing to balance. It's not as very easy as I wanted it to be. There we go. Okay, what was I talking about? Homeless people. Come on, man, just stay up, dude. This is a major mess up right here. Trying to fix my camera. This thing won't balance. Stay! Ah! I had it all set up nice and neat. And then gravity had to come around and mess everything up. There we go. Anyways, why is it so difficult? It was working before. It's slipping down. There it goes. I'm going to have to hold it like this. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so what was I talking about? Now I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about my homeless people out in the different areas. So Gil's nuts. Rick. Oh yeah, Rick. Rick's an older black dude. This guy's super cool, man. He's definitely on something, and he'll stand there and like just, I don't know what. Looks like he's gonna fall over and shit. He's probably drunk. I don't know. But he's a real good guy, man. He'll come through and take what he needs out of the dumpsters and clean shit up and just sit there and have his lunch. And like, I'll talk to this dude, and he's super cool, man. I like him. I'm gonna give him positive reinforcement next time I see him. And same thing with Gio. Gio, white kid. He's probably like 30 or something, but he's like super friendly and open about what's going on out there in the street. And he's smokes weed too. Like, everybody's into crystal, bro. Don't do that stuff. Seriously, I don't think you do. But if you do, fucking you're stupid. Don't do it. Alright? Anybody who does it will tell you not to. I mean, there's nobody out there like, yeah, speed's awesome, do it. Even the people that do it are like, this shit sucks, but I can't stop. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever, you know what it's all about. You're grown up, right? Or you wouldn't be watching this channel. Grown-ups only. Alright, dude, I'm having way too much camera stability problems. I need to get something to hold this thing better. I'm gonna use my hand. I have a free hand now because my lunch is almost gone. This video is going to be over pretty soon because lunchtime is almost over. And I'm going to go out and positively reinforce some homeless people who are my homies and stuff. So, what else is going on out there? It looks like a picture. Now I'm talking. Is it a picture? You can't tell. Right? Well, I think that's about it, dude. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm gonna go smoke a bowl. Get back to doing what I do during the day. And I'll be back tomorrow to eat lunch again. Like I do. Every day I eat lunch. So if this becomes something that you guys like to join me with, that would be awesome. We had a few viewers join and leave right away. Don't know what's up with that. Maybe bad internet connection. That's what I'm going to say. It sounds good. That goes down easy. Or maybe they opened it up and were, oh, whoa, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Fuck him. Get off my screen, Dirty Honey, you motherfucker, dude. You talking about stuff? Tell me how to be happy and peaceful and shit. Fuck you. Anyways, that's it for today. I'm done eating for now. I got another little cutie orange in there that I'll probably munch on my drive home or something. And that's about it. So if you guys join me again tomorrow around 11 a.m. ish, this part of the moon, when it's 11 a.m. ish on the moon. And we'll see you guys there next time for lunch. I hope you guys had a good one. Make sure to be nice. You listen to 91.5 FM on the radio, KUSC.org on the internet. That'll help you be nice, and it'll help you meditate and stay centered and everything cool, man. Let's do it. And then you're already a subscriber, but, you know, back in the day they had these, like, what were those called? The letter where you get one, and then you send somebody who sent it to you $1, and then send that letter out to 10 more people. A pyramid. So start pyramiding the Dirty Honey name, dude. Go out there and tell at least one person, or at least 10 people. There you go. And tell them to tell 10 people. And so on. See if it works, man. Maybe I'll get rich off of it. And I'll be like, thanks, guys. You made me rich. Boom. And I'll give you energy like this. Goodness. Come to you. Boof. Boof. There you go. You're filled with it now. Anyways, I'm weird. Fuck you. So we'll see you tomorrow. Did I say everything? Like, subscribe, Dirty Honey, be nice, 91.5 KUSC, all the masters. Right? That's what they play there. Alright guys, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining me, and if you didn't, we'll see you next time. This will be on the channel for you to watch later. Okay, bye.